The spring has finally arrived here in Norway. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful outside right now. And spring means one thing for me, and that's flatfish, as they migrate into the shallows when the water gets warmer. And I've actually had quite some successful dives this far, so yeah, take a look. After a long and cold winter, this was my first dive of the season, and I was super eager to get in the water as fast as possible. So since the flatfish migrates into shallow water in the spring, you as well want to dive shallow, and you want to search the largest area possible, and the most efficient way to do this is by scouting from the surface. And this right here is a good example of perfect conditions for flatfish hunting. Shortly after I saw this flounder, I came over a huge Dover sole that was really well camouflaged. Not the turbot I was after, but in my opinion they are the best eating fish in Norway, so no reason to complain. While taking a break, this seal came to greet me. At the end of the dive I found another Dover sole, but I forgot to turn on my GoPro. Maybe one of the most important parts of spearfishing is honoring your catch by preserving the fish for eating. There's no use in shooting a fish you won't eat. I like to skin my Dover soles. I do that by creating a flap, as you can see, and then gently pulling back the skin so you separate the skin from the meat. After you have removed the skin, you can trim away the fins and the other parts you don't need, and you're left with the beautiful Dover sole ready to be eaten. A few days later I went out again, and here you can really see how well this turbot blends in, even though it's not buried in the sand. This little guy was way too small to take home, so he got to live for another couple of years until I see him again. More often than not, I'm not looking after the fish, I'm looking for something that doesn't fit in. For example, this turbot right here. I didn't see the fish, but I saw the round shape that didn't fit in at the bottom. While trying to get my knife out, it got stuck and I had to let go of the fish. Luckily, turbots are docile fish that doesn't swim very fast or far. After I had gotten my knife out, the only thing left to do was to secure the fish. After the last trip success, me and my good buddy Hauk decided to go out again, searching for turbot or Dover sole or anything to put on the dinner table. Here you can see Hauk demonstrating his lung capacity. As soon as Hauk had blown up his float, we got in the water. It didn't take long before Hauk found this nice Dover sole. The shot was a bit to the side and the fish managed to tear off. Luckily, the fish didn't go far, and after a bit of searching, we found it again and were able to put in a follow-up shot.
Jeg bare skjøt opp bunnen, og så fløy den opp, liksom. Jeg skulle ta den med kniv, og så beila den.
After a quick chase, the fish was secured, and we were happy to have gotten one of our target species. There are also heaps of brine crabs, but we let them be as they don't have much meat in the springtime. So the crabs get to live until later in the summer or in the autumn when the meat quality is at its best. After a couple of hours of searching, I found what I was looking for. Here you can really see how amazing camouflage the turbot has. Shooting a turbot isn't especially difficult, as they are very docile fish. However, the real challenge is finding and locating these masters of camouflage.
Saus på denne.
Det har grei saus.
Hold lukta.
As always, braining and bleeding the fish is super important to preserve the quality of the meat as well as putting the fish out of its misery. So yeah, that's my spring diving this far. I hope you enjoyed and thank you so much for watching. I put a time lapse of the filleting of the last turbot in at the end of the video, so if you're interested, just keep watching.